Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome on my channel, and today I want to do this particular video because I play career mode on FC 26 FIFA. For me, I called it the game FIFA. I play it with FC 25. I play it in the past. I think it's a video that I want to do. I come on the internet, I do the research and try to find some young talents that I can bring to my team and try to improve them. So this idea comes from me, and I have a YouTube channel based on football. I said, why not? Let's try it. I put today 3 names that I want to present to you how it's going for them this season so far. So I want to show you if they can fulfill their potential. I will show you their data, how it's going, and I will predict when they will play in next season. Let's not yap that much, and let's start with the first player, Querfeld. Before that, guys, I have to ask you, please subscribe, like the video. It's really helping me to produce more of this, and I do many football related content. So Leopold Querfeld, I don't know if I pronounced it very well. They gave him a note of 75 on FC 26. So the potential that those scouts saw on him is that he can be someone who can get 85 in the future. So for me, I think when I saw him, some clip, I watched him a little bit. I saw his qualities that I will talk about. His first is he is really tall. For a defender, he is really tall and he looks really quick. This season, he had some good games. Of course, we have to give him credit because he is playing in a team, Berlin. I don't think they are doing great this season. Based on the videos that I saw how he play, he looks really solid in his appui, in the way he defend. He is really strong. He is someone that I think he can play in the Premier League in the future. If I have a comparison to give you with a certain player, I will say someone like Maxence Lacroix from the Crystal Palace. The weakness that I saw in Querfeld is that he throw himself really easily on the ground, something like I don't like it for a defender. But I saw him score this season. I think he scored 2 goals. He can be really useful with his length. He can be someone who is really aggressive. I saw some clips, like I said, he is aggressive, and I see why the scouts predicted this type of feature for him. But hey, he has some weaknesses, and we will see so far how he is doing based on data. I will compare it from last season and this season to show you when he was 20 and when he is right now 21, 22. So this is what we have in blue. As you can see, I don't think he played that much games last season. You can see the data. He has that abilities to win the ball, and you can see it in blue, the possession one. You can see it, and he win his duels and defensively too. And some data don't say everything in the game, because if you see his progressive passes, you will think that he is great to give the ball forward, but his passes aren't great. He's carrying. All these are not really important data to judge him, because it depends on how Union Berlin play. Maybe they play in a low block based on their formation. I saw they use more of the time 3-4-3, and he is the player who play in the central defense. So based on his length, like I said, with Maxence Lacroix. So I think it's not a really good data to judge him with this. I think it's fair to give him this potential that they gave him. 85 is a little bit much, too much, I think, in my opinion, but we never know. He can improve. He improved this season based on many things. His aerial duels, his progressive, and what I saw from this clip, I think he's good with his passing. He looks aggressive, but I don't think he is so calm. He can be, in my prediction, I think he can be someone who will play in the Premier League in the future. He can adapt to that league, in my opinion. This is what I thought about Querfeld. Let's go to the next one. Secondly, let's start with Ayub Bouaddi, the midfield from Lille. He has a 75 rating so far, but in the future they think he can be a potential player that can get 86. So last season, it's in blue, you can see he had the possibility to fall. I know that Lille changed their manager. Every time I show the data, you have to put many context to it, because it's not only players' problem if the data shows that he lacks something in some aspect. It's because maybe the team asked him to do this, the manager asked him to do this, but if he is in with another manager, maybe he will be another type of player. So it's something that we have to put context to it, but it can give us some indication on how quality the player is really. Here you can see that in blue in last season, he is someone who wins his duels, possession one. You see the same with this season. It's really close how he wins in Europe. You can see last season he was in top 8 in Europe in winning possession. The same with this season, almost like he dropped, of course, but like I said, and the same with his duels. Like I said, last season he wasn't in the best, but this season he improved massively. You can see it, and when you are linked to Arsenal and many teams that need it in Premier League, someone in midfield that can win his ball, he can win possession, you know that it's something that the scouts are really favorable. Every manager is right that he is someone who wins his duels, and last season he has that ability to give the ball forward. Of course, this season, if you see how he dropped off, you can think that he doesn't have this ability, but it's not really that. It's because of many aspects. Like I said, maybe the manager asked him to move the ball sideways. He played a different position than last season. You know, many type of excuses can be put because of its data. Data doesn't show everything. This season he improved in his carrying, you know, because it's a blue in last season and this season it's in red. So yeah, this is what I want to show you from his data. Of course, he doesn't show his key passes. He is a defensive midfield. Progressive passes is not that great in it, but like I said, context. I have this prediction that he can be someone who will be in the Premier League playing at a top level, but I don't know. Based on what I saw from him, I don't know if he is someone who will be a top 8 midfield in Europe. I don't think so, but he can be someone who can be a really great squad player. And finally, I want to speak about Pio Esposito from Inter Milan, the striker who is playing as a backup to Thuram and Lautaro Martinez. And seriously, when I watched that game against Arsenal, I have to put him on this list. And when I saw his prediction rating in FC26, he has the potential to go to 84. Maybe for me he can be more than that, because I think he looks like a old school striker. So he has that mobility, that physicality to really succeed in the future. So seriously, I have to tell you his main qualities that I saw in that game against Arsenal in the space of 20 minutes, and also the videos that I watched, and I will also show you the data. And the first quality that I saw with him based on videos and the game I watched, and his capacity and ability to hold up the ball really well. He is really strong, guys, really strong to find the ball. And you know, for a striker, it's really something really important to help the team come if maybe they are being pressed by a team that is really good in pressing. If they put the ball long on him, and he is capable of holding it in the old school like DJ Drogba, you know that it's something that can help the team really well. It's something that he already have at 20, and it's really underrated quality. When he is holding the ball, you can see that he combined really well with his his midfields. I don't know if it's Barella, if it's Çalhanoğlu, whatever, So this is some of his qualities that I know. And in the box, he looks good in the air, and also he is a good header. So I think he looks like a really good striker in the making, but so far he needs minutes, and he is lacking it. But based on minutes, if you see his statistics, you will be really satisfied by him. I really appreciate this striker when I saw him against Arsenal this season in the Champions League. And let me show you the data. And for the data, I didn't have his data when he was at Spezia, because he came from Spezia. But this season I have his data, and I will try to compare it to maybe the best striker this season in the world. I took Haaland to compare him to Esposito, to show you how important of a striker he is based on the minutes he played. He is in the top 2 for touch in box. He is in the top 6 if off duel won. Like I told you, he is capable of winning the ball in duels context. He is part of the best top 12 in aerial, you see. And non-penalty goals, he is in the top 14. So it tells you that he is someone who is not that important to take the penalties and everything stuff yet. He's 20, but in the making, he can be someone who took the place of Lautaro Martinez, who is getting old and older, and he looks like a little bit like Lautaro based on how he hold up. I think he can be even better than him in this area of the game. And if you see the comparison with Erling Haaland, of course his conversion is not close to Haaland. Haaland is more clinical, but in aerial he can be really similar to Haaland in aerial. Like I told you, he's good in the air, and you can see off duels he is better than Haaland in this situation. He combined more than Haaland. Of course Haaland is not the same, because Man City asked Haaland to stay there and not combine that much. But with Inter Milan, they involve the strikers in the combinations, so of course he has more X assists, like expected assists, than Haaland. And you see he has many touches in the box that it's really something different from team and teams. So yeah, it tells you that he knows where to be, and people want to find him in the box, you see. And he scored non-penalty goals close to Haaland, you see. He is close to Haaland. If he took away his non-penalty XG, like that he is someone who missed chances. If you see this data, you know that he is someone who missed chances. And it's the same with his strikers. If you are a good striker, you know when to be, where you need to be, and of course you will miss many. It's the same with Haaland, but his conversion rate is really poor, and this is why I tell this striker Esposito, he is young, he needs to improve there. And if you have these chances, you know that you are someone who is smart enough to be in some situation of scoring, and his statistics aren't that bad. You see, he started this season only 7 games. With 23 games that he played overall, he started only 7 games, and he scored 4 goals and 3 assists. Not bad for someone who is a bench player for me, and it can help them win the title, And so far, for a 20-year player, I think it's a huge potential for me, and he is only valued at 27.4 million euro, and it's not bad. I think the scouts are right. He is someone who can be at a top club in the future. At Inter, I can see him replace Lautaro Martinez in the future, and let's see how it will be. It's just my prediction. Thank you guys for being here. It's really a pleasure for me to do this first episode of I don't know, whatever I will call it. I will put the title. For the people who are here at the end, thank you very much. Thank you, and subscribe to help me boost my channel and my work, and I see you soon. Peace.